When I start to hear a word or phrase more often in a certain situation, well, I tend to take notice, because there's usually a reason for it happening, and it can sometimes be interesting or helpful. And this is especially the case when I find myself inadvertently using the word when I'm not entirely sure what it means, and I have to check the dictionary. So when I kept coming upon the word congruent in marketing speak, I had to check what it meant exactly. So, I mean, if you're not sure, it means in agreement. I don't mean to offend anybody in that case, if you already knew. But most of the time, I think people use it in reference to marketing messages. Be congruent in your message. Make sure you're consistent in what you're telling people at all stages of the marketing process, because it makes it much easier for them to understand your offer and for you to get the responses that you want. So, as a case in point, when I originally had the title of list building machine as the 3-step money machine, and I thought it was a pretty catchy title actually. I actually can remember coming up with it as I was out running one day. I was pretty pleased with myself, thought it sounded good, and it communicated what the report was about. And if you've read it, you'll know that there are 3 steps in the process. And I also went along with a subtitle of "It works, copy it," which it does. And this is what I wanted people to do. So yeah, I was feeling pretty good about myself at this point. What a regular marketing genius. Thought people are going to love it. Except they didn't. My solo ads were getting conversions of less than 20%, and I guess even then some of them have signed up out of curiosity, not because they're genuinely interested in what I had to offer, that they didn't necessarily know what it was. But that doesn't help me much. So I started off by changing the subtitle to Total List Building Solution, so we're getting closer, and that helped it helped get my conversions up. But then after that, I realized that a cryptic name is not something that I should be striving for in my giveaways. So make it easier for your leads to understand what you're offering, and you'll get more targeted prospects, ones that are keen to get what you've got. And after that little revelation, I decided to change the title to List Building Machine, and I think that pretty much tells people all they need to know, and this immediately doubled my conversion rate. So as a little takeaway from this, try to remember at all points in your marketing, keep your message congruent, and this will optimize your conversions.